Hello and welcome to my channel. I have specifically made this to chat about just being female, the pressures of cosmetic surgery and things like that. I recently had quite a bad lipo experience and I wanted to make this video specifically to help other people with their decision in getting lipo and really put on some pressure for people to make the right decision on their surgeon choice. It is so important. I'm just winging it because I haven't really structured this out, but I suppose I want to talk about why I got lipo, the consultation and the surgery itself, and of course results. Okay, so let's start with why I wanted to get surgery. And I wasn't really in terrible shape or anything like that. I wasn't looking for anything dramatic. I just wanted that nice hourglass shape that everyone wants these days. I wanted my clothes to sit nice when I had them on, and basically just to tidy up. I've had 2 kids, I'm in my 30s, and I just thought, I want my body back the way it was. I want to be confident, I want to look good, I want to look sexy and be happy in myself, basically. Confidence, I think there's so much pressure right now with social media, filters. It's so difficult to try and feel good about yourself when there's so much in our faces every day. Especially being female, we take it so hard. So yeah, my reason for that was just to give myself a confidence boost and try and make myself a little bit happier in myself. I chose Harley Body Clinic in London. So let's chat about that whole experience. It was a really bad experience, I'm not gonna lie to you, and this is why I want to tell you to really make the right decision on your surgeon. Go to a place where they deal with women, that they are used to women's bodies, what your expectations are, and they really listen to you. So basically I paid my deposit online. This is at the beginning of lockdown in March last year, and then I could not get hold of them for love nor money for months. I was emailing them every couple of days, trying to get a date booked in. They were just ignoring me, and I had already given them my money, so I was quite stressed out about that. Obviously it's a lot of money. I saved up, it was £7,000 I paid, and I really was panicking. I finally managed to get hold of them, and they basically said to me, come for a consultation and we'll get you booked in straight away. Now by this point I had wasted a couple of months already, so I was just desperate to get the surgery. I wanted a summer body, I wanted it all done so quickly, so I just rushed in. I snapped up that consultation and I booked in the date before I even had the consultation for the surgery, which was so soon after it. It was supposed to be 2 weeks after, but I ended up getting it 6 or 7 days after. I went for my consultation in Harley Street in London at Harley Body Clinic, and I was told to arrive at 11:15. I was there early, waiting, excited with my partner, and my surgeon didn't show up. So I was starting to get very anxious. An hour had passed and they just kept saying, oh, he's late, he's always late, and I was like, oh wow, this really doesn't make me feel confident in this surgeon. Is he even interested in his clients at all? The surgeon finally arrived, and this was over an hour later. I went into the consultation room and I said to the surgeon, I'm a bit anxious now because obviously you took my deposit, I couldn't get hold of you for months, and now you're over an hour late. So I'm starting to get a bit anxious on whether or not I want to proceed with surgery with you guys. And he simply stood up and said, I don't deal with sales, let me get the person that deals with that for you. And he left the room. So the sales guy, James his name is, if I think that's his real name. I'm not entirely sure if that's his real name, but the name he uses is James. He came into the consultation room. Me and my partner were sitting there and we were like, listen, we're super anxious now. You've been over an hour late. You know, you basically lost our money for a couple of months when we paid in advance. And this guy was the best salesman in the whole entire world. By the end of that conversation, he had promised me the world and even upgraded me to spending even more money, getting extra things done. So I was getting upper abdominal, lower abdominal, flanks and bra roll, and I originally only wanted my abdominal area done, but he was so good at sales, honestly. He totally badgered me into upgrading what I was getting. And he spoke to me about what do I want, what I'm looking for. I said I want that hourglass shape. It's really important to me that my scars are in places where no one's going to see them. And he said, we do models all the time. We put our incisions in the pubic area and inside the belly button, so no one will ever see that you've had surgery. And I was like, well, wow, that sounds amazing. So sign me up, when can I get done? And they brought me in the next week for the surgery. And because I hadn't had my consultation with the actual surgeon, no one had spoken to me about sedation. So that was traumatic. Again, the surgeon was late by an hour. When I finally got in for surgery, they told me they weren't sedating me and I wasn't being put to sleep. I was wide awake. Now, they put a little curtain up. They told me it would be uncomfortable. But basically they just went for it. So I had a curtain over my face and I couldn't see anything what was going on. I was quite terrified actually. So the surgeon was present, two amazing nurses. They were so fantastic, the nurses. And the salesman was also in there. Now, bear in mind, I'm lying butt naked on a table. The salesman is answering mobile phone calls while he's walking round the table and I'm under surgery. They started proceeding with the surgery and the pain, oh my God. My body started shaking off the table. And basically the sales guy was like tapping me on the shoulder and saying, don't worry, that's just your adrenaline kicking in. And I was like, it is so sore, I can feel everything. And I was literally screaming in pain. And the surgeon was like, well, I'm just going to get this done as quickly as I can. And he totally rushed it. Oh my God, I wouldn't, honestly, see if you're going to get surgery, get sedated. You don't even need to be put to sleep, at least get sedation. You do not want to go through that. I still have nightmares. It was so bad. The pain, I can't even begin to describe it. There's just nothing, no pain can compare to it. Very, very painful. And it's like a pushing and pulling, so you can feel it, and every bit it moves in, the pain is so sore, particularly around this area here. Anyway, I survived. I got through it. I went in to get my dressings done and things like that, and I hadn't actually seen my body because I was covered. Anyway, they squeezed me into a garment and basically sent me home. That was it. So I was kind of leaking, when I was standing up, I was kind of leaking fluids, was just dripping down me. There was blood seeping through my garment and everything. They did give me a bag of dressings to change. So the next day I got my partner to help me try and change the dressings. And to my surprise, the surgeon had not gone in through my belly button. So when you see all these celebrities that have had lipo and they look amazing and you can't tell because there's no scars on them, well, that's what I was expecting. That's what they promised me. And basically, to my surprise, I had incisions either side of my stomach. I was devastated. Because this is crop tops, bikinis. The whole reason I wanted to get the surgery was to feel confident wearing these things. Even just my gym wear. And now I have to say, it really ruined it for me. I went into quite a big depression afterwards. I was so depressed. I'd spent all this money, I was expecting to look better, and I looked worse. That's the bottom line. I'm going to show you. So basically, I complained to them, to Harley Body Clinic in Harley Street in London, and they said to me, oh, it's fine, we didn't go in through your belly button because the surgeon, you know, they had a miscommunication between the sales guy and the surgeon, purely because the surgeon wasn't present during my consultation. So that miscommunication between them as a company cost me my mental health, like basically big time. They offered me to come in for a second surgery because not only did they put the incisions in the wrong place, the surgery was very poor. Because they hadn't discussed sedation options with me and the pain, the surgeon seriously rushed the job. I was in a worse state than what I was before I got the surgery. I mean, uneven, lumpy, you know, he just barely even taken any like fat away from me. He just rushed around there and made such a mess. Anyway, for free, they done the service again. I didn't want to go again to them because I didn't trust them, but I was thinking, I'm out of all this money, I need to get this fixed. I don't want to have to spend it again. They're not going to give me the money back, so I need to take the free surgery. So I took the free surgery, went again, an hour and a half late. In fact, I think it was 2 hours in the second surgery. The surgeon was 2.5 hours late. And I got sedated, which was good, so much better than the first time round. And they done the surgery again. In my opinion, for my end results, I think they messed up so badly the first time, it was really difficult for them to probably correct it properly. So I'm still not happy, even after having a second surgery, which, by the way, recovery is a pain in the ass. Like, it is painful, you can't wear things, you're 2 weeks just rolling around the house trying to get comfy, and I had to do that twice because they messed up. So you have to take that into consideration too. You might not get the results that you want after the first time, okay? And if you have to go back for corrective surgery and get it done again, that's more time off. It's not about even getting it for free, it's the time off work, the time not being able to care for your kids and stuff properly if you've got them, looking like absolute crap, and being seriously uncomfortable. And I do think that's quite common, that you have to get it done maybe more than once, okay? Unless you go to an amazing surgeon, which I hope if you watch this video you're going to do your research and go to a much better surgeon than what I did. Anyway, I want to show you the results, and I will try and get some sort of photo of me before, because I was actually in really good shape before. I'm still in worse shape after the lipo than what I was before. I wish I just went on a diet for a month, I'm telling you. I have, even now, I've been working hard, working out, trying to get this evened out a bit, because I'm still not happy. So here we go. So basically I got this area, here and up here done, okay? Now I can't show you too much, but I am going to show you here, okay? So the incision that was supposed to go inside my belly button didn't happen, and now I've been left with these 2 scars, which you can see, it makes my belly button look a lot wider than what it even is, okay? Now, I should never have had these scars, and if you look at any other celebrities and things that have lipo, they do not have this. It goes inside here and you never see it, okay? Now, there is 2 little scars here. These ones are fantastic because you can't really notice them, okay? But this was the big one. This is the important one. It needs to be inside your belly button, and obviously, as you can see, mine is here and here, which has caused the most of my kind of upset in regards to the surgery. Also, if you do side view, okay, I'm not overly happy at the contour, okay? I was all the one size, like straight up and down before I had this surgery. Now it goes in and back out again. I'm not happy about that. So when I wear things like leggings, I have like almost like a hangover, which I'm not happy with. I didn't have this before, okay? This is basically because they've taken more fat from here and not enough fat from up here. And obviously with the rush, not giving it a smooth finish. Also the bra roll, which they done twice, there is absolutely no change whatsoever in that, okay? I don't think they done very much, let's put it that way. It was a serious rush job. Anyway, the most important part for me, the most distressing, is obviously the scar situation, the location of it. Make sure you speak to your surgeon, get it in writing that he is going to put that incision inside your navel, because otherwise you're going to get rid of all that fat and you're not going to be able to wear your bikinis, look all nice, feel good. Definitely speak to them about that, okay? Any queries you have, get it in writing, okay? Because I'm now at a point now I'm struggling to even get any money back for this. In terms of the scar negligence, they put it in the wrong place because of their lack of communication with each other. And I guess the surgeon should not have been carrying out a surgery which he had not done a consultation on. That's the bottom line. So in my opinion, avoid Harley Body Clinic, and that's on Harley Street in London. Look for someone who maybe specialises in the lipo or whatever particular surgery you're getting. This surgeon I went to, he might be good at doing other things. Lipo's not one of them. So definitely look into that. There's so many different places, and see if you need to spend an extra grand, an extra £1,000 on getting someone better, do it, because I would have paid double the money that I paid if I had got the results that I wanted. Because right now I'm out of pocket and I'm unhappy and I look worse than what I did prior to the surgery, okay? So anyway, if anyone has any questions, I'll try and figure out how to upload a picture of me before, so that at least you have a comparison and you can understand, because I know that it's not a dramatic change for me. But basically the bottom line is there is a difference. Those scars should not have been there, and that was just from, well, a combination of them not communicating with each other, the surgeon not giving me a consultation because he didn't show up, and me rushing in. I just thought, Harley Street, what can go wrong? It must be good, but that's not the case. You go into this place and the Harley Body Clinic is way upstairs on the top floor. There's not even a toilet on the same landing, so if you need to pee after surgery, you're in pain and you're having to walk down steps to go to the bathroom. It's a shoebox, you have no privacy, your door's left open, people in the waiting room could see me, I was barely even clothed, and people in the waiting room could see me undressed straight after surgery, because it's basically a cupboard that they've converted into like a recovery room. There's no window or anything like that in it, and it's so loud. It's a horrible little place, and I think they've just tried to pack a clinic into a top floor office. Basically, it's an office space. It's not a surgery clinic whatsoever. So definitely take your time, go and visit the place, make sure you see where you're going to be getting your surgery, make sure you meet the surgeon, look at work that they've already done, check the reviews thoroughly, and trust me, when you go into like Trustpilot and stuff, it's not uncommon for them to maybe have fluffed up their reviews, okay? So read the negative ones very thoroughly. Something, again, I did not do. So good luck with your surgery. I hope it goes a lot better than mine. I hope you look amazing and you have a great experience. If you do have any questions, do not hesitate to contact me. Send me a message on this, or you can get me on Instagram. It is Jen_McElroy. And yeah, or even if you've had a bad experience, I want to hear from you, because Honestly, I'm quite infuriated that there's not more in place for people to have rights after cosmetic surgery. I know it's private and I know you should do your own checks and things, but I don't think that there's enough out there to help us when things go wrong. So I would like to hear, even if you've had a bad experience, and if you've had a good experience, then I would like to have a wee look at that too. That would be great. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.